Hello, mutants. I'm Utisha, the movie goddess, and you're watching Mutant TV.
Welcome back, MVP. Streebo here with you for a special vlog edition, coming to you from outside the historic Carolina Theater in Durham, North Carolina, where I have come for the Nevermore Film Festival. 3 days of horror films and insanity. So far, it's been a pretty fun little trip. This is just going to be kind of a random vlog punctuated by loud vehicle traffic noise because there's nothing I can do about that. I suppose if there is a theme that's going to unify this, it's going to be the importance of being a fan as a creative individual, because quite honestly, anyone that's not a fan of the genre they work in is probably just making a lot of shit. Just kind of an endless series of bullshit. Hey, like our other video, make horror not bullshit. So this is kind of a tag on to that, except I'm not going to call anybody out in this one. I'm going to do my best not to shit talk anyone. I'm really not down with all that negativity. I'm a really laid back guy, you know. I'm a very zen in that kind of way, you know. I just do my thing and I let the rest of the universe, you know, do what it will. I try not to worry about it. But if you're a fan of genre, I mean, if you're a creator of genre works, you have to be a fan if you're going to make something good. You have to have that love of just seeing the fun of the genre. Well, you know, in horror films, part of that fun of the genre is the creativeness of the kills, or perhaps the ingenuity or the look of the monster, or the aesthetic beauty of the damsel in distress in the shower. I added that last one, but we all know we like that, guys, and some of you girls, if you know what I mean. You have to be a fan. You have to be a fan. I came here with my buddy and fellow filmmaker Robert W. Fillion, who got accepted to the festival this year. Mutantville did not get accepted. We did get to come last year for Scarecrow at Midnight, which is why I'm wearing my Scarecrow at Midnight shirt today, in the vain hopes that someone will see it and remember it from last year and say, hey, I like that, and I can say yay, so I don't feel like such a total outcast. But Robert's movie Dummy is playing in the short film block today, so yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna check that out and support him. But also, I've been watching awesome horror films. Like, I started yesterday. I went to see Playback, which I'd never heard of and I knew nothing about. Now, despite the fact that I posted all of the trailers on mutantville.com in a Nevermore primer, I didn't watch them. I don't know why. I just don't. We have to do so much promotion and also all the creative stuff on the other side that just don't have time to read and watch everything. Sometimes you just have to post and go, and that's what I did. But I saw Playback yesterday. Had Christian Slater, who I felt was like kind of strangely miscast. Overall, I thought it was okay, maybe a 6 out of 10. I don't want to turn this into a review video. We're talking about just enjoying being a fan, the importance of being a fan. I also went on to see Some Guy Who Kills People, which I thought was a really cool little movie. Not super inventive or anything, but a nicely character-driven piece. Very humorous, very much a black comedy, with only splashes of horror and gore here and there. But anyway, I'm here for the weekend to relax, enjoy myself. If you're a follower of MVP, you will note on both Twitter and Facebook and on the blog, you know, new posts are going up all the time, and it's going to happen magically because I'm here. I'm here at the event all weekend. Now, I can interact on Twitter on my cell phone, which is the cool thing about Twitter, but everything else is a robot post. They're posts that I made earlier in the week, and they'll go up over the weekend. So I'm here and I can just forget about everything. I can forget about all the stresses of filmmaking, or the stresses behind trying to raise funds, and the stress behind not being accepted to a festival or whatever. We did submit Indigo Child to this year's festival, but it didn't make the cut. That was written and directed by Brent Bowers for MVP. But, c'est la vie. You take the good with the bad. I'm here to just enjoy myself. I'm about to go see The Whisperer in Darkness, which is an H.P. Lovecraft adaptation. Then after that, I'm going to check out this movie called Eaters, which is, according to the blurb here, a brand new, fantastically gory Italian zombie movie. That's all I need to know. Gory Italian zombie movie in 2012. Well, that rocks. You have to be a fan. You have to... If you're going to be a creative person and you want to make, whether you're writing a horror novel, a horror comic book, I'm going to use horror as the example here, though it could be science fiction or superheroes or faith-based films, if that's your thing. But in my case, we're talking about horror at the moment. You have to have that love for wanting to discover something new, some new little element, some new character that you've never seen or experienced before, and really allow yourself to get pulled into their world. Here's some of the classics. These are the classics that are playing this weekend. Oh, I did get to see Night of the Creeps last night, which was awesome. Night of the Creeps 35mm. What's up? Good stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to see Rosemary's Baby and The Sentinel, which is a double feature. So if you buy a ticket for one, you get to see both of those. It's in 35mm. Very cool stuff. But you have to be a fan. I'm always skeptical of people that aren't fans. The reason I brought up Robert is because he and I are the only ones here from the entire Charlotte film community. All these people that are supposedly making horror films and doing this and that. And where are they? They're not here. There's none of them here. None of them here. There's none of them fans. Though I do know Christopher Moore is coming. Christopher Moore is cool. He's another guy. Definitely seems like a fan. And I'm one of those guys, I get out, I usually will see movies on the first weekend of the release and just get out to enjoy it, because I'm not scared to go to the movie theaters. I don't know why some of you guys are. Somebody's not going to shoot you. Usually if somebody's talking loud, being an asshole on their cell phone or whatever, you can just get up and move to another seat. That's the easiest thing in the world. I've tried a lot of different, I've cussed people out in theaters, I've yelled at them, all kinds of stuff. It's easiest just get up, go sit in another seat, problem solved, no conflict whatsoever. If they're talking loud, just sit far away from them, go enjoy the movie, or at least have some cognitive awareness of the type of crowds that are drawn to the particular theater you're going to. If you go to one that's overrun by urban gangs and a bunch of assholes with their pants, hanging on the ground behind them, and they're talking on their phone all through the movie, then don't go to that fucking theater. Go to a different one. Find another one. Drive an extra 30 miles to go to another one, and go see a movie in a theater somewhere. Be a fan. Like these people on the internet, whether they're bloggers or whatever. Like, if you don't go and see movies and support them, it's like, what kind of stake do you really have in the genre? What do you really have to say and share with it all? Because I have to be skeptical about it. Like, there's a guy at my buddy Matt at Schlog's Horror Blog. Though he and I disagree, on a lot of our preferences, which is cool. I do appreciate his passion, but he's another guy that also, he makes a point to get out and go see horror films when they come out. And usually you'll see a review posted from MVP, within the first week or so of something being released. Now, I did want to go see The Woman in Black, but I have neglected to do so just because I've been very, very busy. And on the very, very busy train, that entails, I just finished 2 scripts, the final rewrite for the Metatron Files first episode, the final rewrite for the first episode of Mutish's Movie Morgue. I'm working on my script for my full-length feature, House at the Edge of Hell. And, of course, we're also running the Mad Monster Party Film Festival for the Mad Monster Party promoters. So that's a big deal. So I've been trying to promote that, and also I'm having the field submissions that are coming in. So That's why I didn't go see The Woman in Black. So, but I will. It's on my list. But this weekend, I've already seen 3 movies, two of which were brand new. I'm going to see 4 more brand new movies today, and I'm going to see 2 classics tomorrow. So, not to mention the short film block, which will have 4 or 5 short films, all new, original ideas. I love being exposed to new ideas, new looks, new creatures, new ways of approaching the genre. That's why sometimes I will forgive a film of its failings if it had an idea behind it and it was trying to accomplish something, even if it failed along the way. If it tried something a little bit different, whether that was with its going with like a non-linear structure or just a switch of genre conventions, you know, just something different, something where it tried to go out from the path. Like with Ghost, is a mix of found footage and cinematic footage, and the two they bounce together without rhyme or reason at any time. So I wanted it to be like a found footage movie, but then also have the ability to break away from it so you can see what happens beyond it. So that was the attempt. You know, how successful that is, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I have to leave that up to the audience when people get the chance to see it, which, by the way, you will get a chance to see Ghost. We're going to, unless we have a proper theatrical premiere before then, the world premiere at this moment is scheduled for the Con Carolinas convention, which means you have to go to the convention to see it. And honestly, I don't expect more than maybe 1 or 2 actors to even show up, because for the most part, they're not fans of the genre. You know, the majority of actors you deal with are just that. They're actors looking for a gig. I do feel blessed to work with the people that we've worked with. They're always very talented and very giving, but, you know, not always big fans of the genre, so they wouldn't understand going to a convention and seeing a movie at a convention. Because the idea is a convention is like a circus. You got to go and enjoy the whole thing. You watch the clowns for a minute, you go over and you watch the acrobats for another minute, you watch the sword swallower, the bearded lady, what have you. You know, it's a series of attractions. Same thing with the convention and the upcoming Mad Monster Party Film Fest, the Mad Monster Party convention, and then also the Con Carolinas. You know, it's like going to the circus. You have to go and plan the day around it, and watching the movie is part of that event. And I'm excited about having the ability to host this film festival at the Mad Monster Party, because we're going to get to show off, you know, what I think are the best indie, real guerrilla filmmakers from around the country. You know, and I've been trying to get in touch with them on Facebook or on forums or wherever. I've got a lot of great submissions coming from guys like, let's name check right quick, okay? Scott Goldberg, cha-ching! Patrick Ray, cha-ching! Michael Sharp, cha-ching! Johnny Priest, cha-ching! Christopher Ruffty, cha-ching! Thorne Thompson, cha-ching! The list, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. There's a bunch of North Carolina people in there, but I also threw in some people from across the country, so you know about them too. But anyway, that's what I'm here for. I'm going to wrap up this blog, because I could go on for a while. It's important to be a fan. Be a fan. Enjoy the movies. Spread your love of the movies. Forget about haterism and talking about how much you hate everything in the world. Just forget about it. Let's get back to like when we were 12-year-olds and you just watched stuff because it excited you, because you loved it, because it was something new and different and strange, and you weren't a jaded 30-year-old asshole that had seen everything and is no longer impressed by anything. Get out and discover something new. Be a fan again. Be a fan again. That's what I try to do with my work at MVP. I approach it as a fan and an attempt to try to create something new or a different look or something. But anyway, thank you all for the support. Just thanks for our friends out there. You watch, whether you comment or not, I appreciate it. Just keep supporting our genre, support our friends, support our fellow bloggers, support our fellow podcasters. You know, go vote for our buddies on the Rondo Awards right now. I think that's open till April 1st. And support the genre. Keep spreading the word. Find the Nevermore Film Festival near you. If I have something like this in North Carolina, you've got something near you. Believe me. Believe me. If you have to, go to mutantville.com. Maybe we'll show you where it is. This is Streebo. You know I love you. Talk to you next time.
You're watching Mutant TV.